Hey friends, Peggy Hall back with you from thehealthyamerican.org. You're asking me to cover this music video that ERIKA KIRK performed in. I actually came across this right after the Charlie Kirk incident. And I actually came across her YouTube channel and her website, which I'm happy to share in upcoming videos. But right here, you're going to take a look and listen to this music video that ERIKA KIRK performed in. It's called My Kind of Crazy, and the group is called Emerson Drive. This was back in 2012. Emerson Drive was a band from Canada. They're now defunct. And the last video on their YouTube channel was posted about 5 years ago, and it's called Footprints on the Moon. Make of that what you will. Those who know, know. What we're going to do is listen to this first. Then I'm going to share with you all of the clues, all of the symbols that I came across. So I'll play this music video for you without interrupting, and I'd like you to see how many oddities, how many signs, how many symbols that you detect in this video. And just as a reminder, not every single symbol, color, gesture, number, word, animal, or any other indication is necessarily evil or wrong or bad. It's the intention behind it. And when we see these symbols and gestures pop up again and again intentionally, that's when we can draw the conclusion that they are significant and signifying something. I promise you, friends, there are a few things in this video that a lot of other people are missing. So you heard it here first. Take a look at the video, and then I'll be right back with you, and I will share with you things that I caught that a lot of other people have missed.
Got a butterfly tat on the back of a you-know-where. I let her lie by the white and landed there. It's what you get for getting tipsy at the county fair. My baby's my kind of crazy. $1 million smile and a $500 car. She talks to Jesus every morning before it starts. Hates the way it drives, but loves the way it parks by the river in the moonlight, listening to the AM station, 'cause the antenna's missing. She's my kind of Sunday driving, rolling down the back roads, hanging out the window, riding with her hair in the wind and her hands in the sky, like she's flying. She's my kind of ponytail pretty, sounds like the country, looks like the city. I march along to whatever out-of-time drum she plays me. She's my kind of crazy. Better arrange it that you wouldn't hood surf my truck. I had a peg, but she just kept yelling speed up. She did it twice, said you owe me a couple $100. But keep your money, I'll take an eye on you, on an ice cream cone and some high heel shoes. She's my kind of Sunday driving, rolling down the back roads, hanging out the window, riding with her hair in the wind and her hands in the sky, like she's flying. She's my kind of ponytail pretty, sounds like the country, looks like the city. I march along to whatever out-of-time drum she plays me. She's my kind of crazy.
All right, friends, how do you like them apples? Some would say She's My Kind of Crazy is a catchy little tune if you like country music. So we see that this was filmed in Las Vegas, and we're going to break it down because a lot of you have asked me for the deep dive. I am going to mention every single little clue that I'm seeing. You can discard them if you like, but they could be meaningful. So let's start here. In the very beginning, at the 8-second mark, she is indicating the all-seeing eye of Freemasonry, and she's got one eye closed. So you can go back and take a look at these yourself. Then at the 15-second mark, she's got a butterfly tattoo. Granted, it does look like it's fake and just pasted on there. Nonetheless, the butterfly symbol can signify the CIA mind control program MK Ultra. I'm sure many of you are familiar with what that means. A lot of people miss this. In fact, I have not heard anybody point this out but me. And here at the 27-second mark and throughout the video, you'll see that the lead singer has a design on his shirt that resembles the demonic Baphomet goat head. These types of symbols pop up again and again when the evildoers are trying to communicate to us. Now, this lead singer is going to have significance at the end of this video, so be sure to stay tuned because there's another very strange connection between the names of the performers in these videos. At the 32-second mark, we see ERIKA removing her boots. Now, shoes show up a lot in Freemasonry symbolism, and removing shoes signifies submission and allegiance to the lodge. Think about all the other incidents that we've seen where missing shoes have been mentioned. And of course, on ERIKA's Instagram page, she has an inordinate number of photos of shoes, and it shows her daughter's shoes being removed. It's very troubling to me. And here at the 35-second mark, we see ERIKA being barefoot, and that symbolizes sincere adherence to Masonic teachings. All right, the next thing that I caught around 40 seconds is they're driving by. It looks to me like it says Diablo. Now, I could be wrong, but that's what I caught. And even if that's not the actual name, that is what it is looking like. And then the lead singer here is also throwing down the devil horns gesture. Here we've got lead singer Brad Mates with his 666 gesture mark of the beast. It crops up again and again in this video. We've got another all-seeing eye. Here she's doing a wink at the 1:03 mark. And now she's got the finger to lip, which signifies a Freemasonry gesture of keeping a secret. You might also construe that she's doing the 666 sign with her fingers as well, although that was not as apparent to me in this video clip. Now, this one you may want to discard, but it really caught my eye because she's waving at the pyramid as they're driving by, but it's not a normal wave where your hand goes side to side. She's kind of doing her fingers up and down, and she's got a bent thumb. You may say, Peggy, what does that have to do anything? You just caught that just at that exact moment. It's possible that I did. What is interesting to me is that it made me think of this gesture. There's the bent thumb, there's the outstretched arm. You may say that I'm stretching here, but I'm saying that I take every clue and tuck them away in case I need to evaluate them later or they become significant. And speaking of the bent thumb, Charlie Kirk did that bent thumb all the time, or very frequently. It was very strange to me. He would bend other fingers as well. And I think that was in a manner of making the 666 sign. Instead of putting his index finger to his thumb, he would just bend the first finger. I'll share more of that with you in upcoming videos, but see if you can notice it when you watch videos and interviews and podcasts. Here's another strange thing about the bent thumb. Lots of people bend their thumbs. Now, don't get bent out of shape here, friends. I just calls it like I sees it. And I know people will tell me, Peggy, there you go again. This is just really a Roman salute. Dolphy didn't mean anything by it. No, I guess he didn't. Although you have to say that thumb is bent intentionally. Well, looky here. Your friend and not mine, Elon Musk, and he's got two bent thumbs in the X marks the spot, which is also a demonic gesture if it's intended that way. And he definitely has bent thumbs. So I'm going to keep digging on that. I don't know what the bent thumb means, but I do know that I saw it here, and I saw it here, and I saw it here, and here, and here, and here. If you know what the bent thumb signifies, please let me know in a comment. And here is the pyramid that she was waving at. Of course, the Illuminati, the Freemasonry, they use this as an important symbol as well. Here we've got the lead singer. His name is Brad Mates. He is definitely making the 666 sign. He's closing one eye. So I don't think that was just done accidentally. They also include a picture of fireworks. Many people don't know that fireworks also have, oh, let's just say a dark side to them. They definitely have significance in the occult and in Freemasonry. And it also brought to mind the smoke that they had on the stage of Charlie Kirk's memorial, although some would call it a political rally. We have ERIKA on stage with some type of fireworks, very disturbing image. She's got the black and white Masonic colors. And here he is again at the 2-minute 13-second mark. He sure likes his 666. Here is what most people have heard of. This is ERIKA ziplining in Las Vegas, and she just happens to be going past this number 910, which could signify September 10th, which is the date of the Charlie Kirk incident. Some also have noted that it could also look like a witch flying through the air. And I have some concerns about witchcraft being all over this Charlie Kirk incident. I have a whole playlist, a Charlie Kirk playlist. So if you want to do a deep dive, there's hours of coverage for you there. Now, this is the drummer. And again, people will say, Peggy, you just caught him as he's drumming. All drummers do this. Well, maybe they do. But the video editor made sure to include this pose in the video. And that is at the 2-minute 39 mark. I don't know if that's significant. Perhaps it is. And it reminds me of Chris Tomlin, as above, so below. He's even pointing with the fingers up and down. The fireworks again. This is his album cover, which just came out a couple of days after he performed at the Charlie Kirk Memorial. How do you like them apples? Oh, yeah, it reminds me of this, which people say, Peggy, he was just tossing hats into the air. Of course he was. And they happened to catch that exact moment where he's got 3 red hats, 3 white hats, 3 and 3, 33, the red and the white. And it looks exactly like this image. And here he is pointing down. And of course, the infinity sign. This signifies the magician. We've got the infinity sign, which is connected with Scientology. When you watch my videos about ERIKA, you'll see that she wears clothing with that symbol on it. And she has invited a Scientologist to speak at her event to young Christian women. And in the Turning Point event coming up this fall, well-known Scientologist Grant Cardone is going to be one of the speakers. Why would you invite a Scientologist to address a largely Christian crowd? Inquiring minds want to know. So no, this is not a mere coincidence. This here at the 2-minute 45-second mark is a Masonic gesture of allegiance. Now, this is interesting because we've got the street sign at the end of the video as they're driving off in Las Vegas. At the 3-minute 16 mark, you see the Ogden street sign. Ogden is a city in Utah. Utah is the state where the Charlie Kirk incident took place. It gets stranger still. In Ogden, There's a place called Nordic Valley. It's a ski area, and it was named by a Norwegian who also created Odin Lodge there to honor Norwegian folklore. That reminds me, Norwegian folklore includes reference to Valhalla, the mythical place where fallen warriors are welcomed by the Norse god Odin. And remember when FBI Director Kash Patel said at a press concert about Charlie Kirk, "I'll see you in Valhalla." Very interesting. Now, here's another strange coincidence. Of course, we've got the names here, ERIKA and Tyler, the two performers in the video. But when we look at the lead singer, Brad Mates, there with the Baphomet insignia on his shirt, we were told by People magazine back in 2010 that Brad Mates had just welcomed a new baby, a little boy that they named Tyler Robert. That's their son, Tyler Robert's son. So interesting. That reminds me of Tyler Robinson. Make that Tyler James Robinson, the alleged shooter of Charlie James Kirk, and certainly not to be confused with Captain James Kirk of Star Trek. Now, some would say that perhaps this Tyler James Robert's son bears a very slight resemblance to the Tyler who performed in this video. I can't vouch for that, friends. Let me know what you think. Now, we're going to take a look at a couple of the behind the scenes videos, and that's where this image comes from. So let's do that next. When you watch this, take a look at the 1:08 mark, and that's where you'll see this image that I just shared with you, where she's got a snake on her forehead and her curls are making a 33. Yes, friends, hiding in plain sight. That's why it's called deception. If it was blatant, everybody would catch it. But that's why we need to do our digging. And here at the 47-second mark, ERIKA is also doing 2 of the 666 signs. All right, friends, I will leave those videos for you to watch as well. It's important that we gather these clues so that then we can conclude whether or not they have meaning and what type of messaging these symbols are communicating. Thank you, everybody, for being on board. You're asking me for more coverage of this event, so I will keep it coming. And you can get on my free Substack, peggyhall.substack.com, for a written analysis of this information. All of my paid subscribers are invited to join me on a private live monthly webinar the first Saturday of every month. That's at 4 p.m. Pacific. And we go into great detail into all of these topics. You can ask me questions. You can chat with others. None of this is censored because it is not posted on YouTube. If you'd like to be a part of that, please email support@thehealthyamerican.org, and we'll let you know how you can become a paid subscriber or a donor, and you can join us, as I would like to support you for supporting me. See you soon, everybody.